Whilst the crypto market might seem quite boring right now, this is actually the time where the millionaires are made. The people who are buying in the fear, the people who are researching the markets, finding the very best picks, refining their portfolios, this is the time to focus and to lock in. And in today's video, I'm going to update you on my free highest conviction plays. Many of you guys know them already, but I'm going to be going through each of them and providing you with some updates, some things to look at. And, some of them do have some big things coming, which I want to update you guys about. But before we get into the free highest conviction plays, you can see right now, more than half of the US states are pushing Bitcoin and crypto adoption. 27 out of the 50 have now introduced a Bitcoin related legislation. Okay, this is some form of green light, you could say, for a Bitcoin reserve. So it's pretty interesting to see states putting in some crypto legislation on their own here. Also, one thing people aren't realizing right now in the market is if you actually look at the wallets, a lot of the people selling have been retail. Retail have been capitulated out of the market. They've dumped their bags. And who is actually buying right now? Well, if you look at a lot of cryptos, especially the big ones, it's actually whales filling their bags because this cycle is pretty interesting. You've got institutions and whales super, super bullish. Okay, if you listen to some of the people behind these multi-billion-dollar companies, these Wall Street guys, they're really, really bullish on crypto when it comes to tokenizing all sorts of things. And they're just bullish in general on Bitcoin. But for some reason, this cycle, retail haven't gotten insanely bullish yet. We haven't reached that euphoric period yet. And for that reason, I still believe there's still a long way to go in this bull run in terms of upside. Now, that might be a very quick period of time, but I still think alts are nowhere near their tops, just in my opinion, because retail have not become euphoric yet. And in fact, a lot of retail, they're capitulating, and I believe many of them are going to end up just buying the tops and FOMOing back in once everything else is green. So we're going to go through my three highest conviction plays here. There's been some big things happening with them. Obviously, price action has come down. So we're going to be discussing them and, providing an update. But before we do, it would be really, really appreciated if you guys could drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you are brand new. I'm posting daily crypto content on the weekdays, and you don't want to miss some of the valuable insights that I'm going to be providing. Also, if you want a 24/7 active crypto community, with voice chat calls, with text channels, private buy alerts, and sell alerts, then check out this group. It's linked in the description. All three of the coins I'm going to share with you today, members in this group are in big, big profits on, up multiple X's on all three of them. So you don't want to miss out. The link's in the description. There is actually a limited time offer on right now. If you load up the site, you should see a 20% off discount. So go see that, go use the coupon code or whatever it is and get yourself 20% off the VIP membership. Limited time only. Okay, so the first of my three highest conviction plays right now is Kaspa. And this is actually the worst performing one as of late. You can see that it is down 56% from its all-time high. And it's been trading in this range for a very, very long time. However, I remain optimistic about Kaspa. I remain bullish on Kaspa. And in fact, I've been buying Kaspa again for the first time in quite a long while. Now, over in my VIP group, I actually de-risked a little bit from Kaspa, not massively. I didn't sell my whole bag or anything like that. But I was beginning my de-risking process from Kaspa around 16 and 17 cents. Because I thought there was a good chance it would come back down to 10 cents or maybe even lower. Okay, so a lot of people are saying, oh, there's no proof for that, you're lying. These people aren't in my VIP group who are saying this. Second of all, if you literally look at this post here, I confirm with the buy alerts from my Discord, which you can go and check yourself if you're in my Discord. I sold 10% of my Kaspa 3 months ago, 5% of my Kaspa at 16 cents, and then another 5% of my Kaspa at 16.7. So I was de-risking, around 20% of my Kaspa bag at this point because I did have a feeling that it was going to come down. And I had multiple reasons for that. There was the whole Shy Dash situation that was going on that was turning a lot of people away from Kaspa. That's just the reality, whether you like it or not. Many, many people sold their Kaspa. In fact, I had one guy tell me that he had a friend who sold millions of dollars of Kaspa, okay? Millions of dollars as a result of the political tweets of one of the main kind of ambassadors buying Kaspa. Now, obviously, to me, that's a short-term issue. I don't think it's a long-term issue. You also had the KRC20 thing that launched and didn't necessarily go as well as some people expected. People thought some of these memes would be rivaling Solana and Base. But, you know, that's just too optimistic. I mean, Kaspa's a new chain. It launched from zero. You can't expect these memes here to be dominating the meme coin space. So, you know, they're still at low valuations, as I would expect. You know, obviously, when Kaspa gets bigger, the valuations of these memes will get higher. But I wasn't expecting any of these to be in the billions by now. And if you were, I mean, that's kind of an absurd expectation. Now, despite me de-risking around that level, I'm actually buying back in now. I'm starting to DCA back into Kaspa around the 8-cent region. Now, it's already starting to go up a little bit today, which is great, seeing it above 9 cents. But anytime I see Kaspa around 8 cents, I'm going to be stacking. And I think most people should probably be stacking anytime they see it below 10 cents. The reason I'm not in necessarily a massive, massive rush to buy it at 9 cents is because my average is around 4. So I already got into Kaspa a lot around that 3-cent region and around that 4-cent region. In fact, my biggest ever purchase on Kaspa was at 3 cents. And I bought probably about 70% of the entire Kaspa bag I got at 3 cents. So I'm not in a huge rush to buy at 9. But if I see it at 8, if I see it at 7, I'm going to be loading back into Kaspa purely because I think the upside is crazy here. And my personal belief is that Kaspa is literally at or extremely close to the bottom. And this is obviously the reason why I'm stacking again. So for me, very, very strong project. Also, if we go and look at the wallet that everyone's been suspecting is Binance, they've actually been continuing to accumulate into their bag. If we go down here, we can see the top wallet. So obviously number 1 is Gate.io. You got MEXC there as number 3, Uphold number 4, you got BitGet there. But number 5, who is that? They've been buying very frequently. And you can see just in the last 24 hours, wallet number 5 has accumulated basically 12 million Kaspa tokens, which is $1.1 million, a fairly large amount. They now currently control just over 2% of the supply. So really interesting to see. A lot of people are suspecting that this is Binance. Some people saying it's Michael Saylor. I don't really think it's Michael Saylor, but who knows? I personally think it's Binance or OKX, but it's very, very interesting to see how much you're accumulating. It has to be an exchange in my eyes. And with the fact we got multiple hints of a Kaspa listing from the Binance X page, it would not surprise me if we get a Binance spot listing this month. Okay, so that's Kaspa. Still feeling pretty bullish. Still thinking it can hit $1 this year. Maybe even higher if all goes well. But $1 to me still seems a very realistic target, considering it was at 20 cents just 6 months ago. And that's just a 5x from its current all-time high. All right, next one which has done really well for me this year, which is Sui, which I was accumulating at 70 cents. It's now at 327. It's seen a fairly steep correction there, dipping, you know, to the bottom of the wick, 56% down to the 618, and dipped about, you know, 38% to where it is right now. So even if you're buying Sui today, you're buying it on a 38% correction. Probably one of, if not the strongest coins of this cycle fundamentally, in terms of, you know, being able to hit the top 10. Like, obviously, I think fundamentally speaking, Kaspa's the best. Like, it solves a trilemma. It's the best cash. But in terms of a coin which could actually hit the top 5, the top 10 this cycle, it's going to be Sui, right? No one's really expecting Kaspa to go that high this cycle. Maybe next cycle it could. But Sui has huge amounts of VC investments and is being talked about by a lot of the smart money in the crypto space, kind of potentially eyeing it up as the next Solana. And you can buy it now at 10 billion. I've told you guys before, Sui could genuinely hit 100 billion this cycle. So that would be a 10x on market cap valuation. conservatively, maybe it could hit 60 billion, which would be a 6x. It's still not terrible. I mean, where else can you make 6 times your money in less than a year, right? And obviously, this isn't guaranteed. These are just my thoughts. But most people who kind of know about Sui, they would be expecting it to go to, maybe 60 to 100 billion in market cap this bull run. And I think that's very realistic, especially when you consider that Sui already went from 40 cents in August to $5 in January, which was a 12.5x, which might sound like a lot. But last cycle, from the low to the high, Cardano did 175x and Solana did a 1000x. So when you factor that in, a 12x on Sui, it's not really necessarily anything crazily special when you've seen other blue chips, other layer ones in previous cycles do way more than that. Now, obviously, Solana, I think, started off in a way smaller market cap than Sui. Sui already raised a lot from its launch, hence why it only did a 12x compared to maybe a 1000x. But still, Sui's at 10 billion. The Solanas and Cardanos of last cycle, they were in that 80 to 100 billion mark. Why can't Sui do that when there's even more liquidity and even more money in crypto now than ever? Okay, and the final one, which has some fundamental upgrades to the project, is Bittensor Tau. And I've told you guys already about what's going on with Tau, but we've got even more updates regarding the dynamic Tau upgrade. This is going to be very, very special because this just brings in a whole load of new people to Tau. The fact that each subnet is going to have its own token is massive. This increases democratization of the network. It increases engagement, basically using the same style as what Virtual's protocol did with their AI agents. But Tau, for me, is a much stronger project than Virtual's protocol. Like, Virtual's is still fine. In fact, it's a pretty good buy right now. It's come down like 5x from its all-time high. But Tau, for me, is just that level above in terms of professionalism, in terms of quality, and in terms of the revolutionary tech that it has. So very exciting times for Tau, bringing out the dynamic Tau, which basically gives each subnet their own token. So each kind of AI system within Tau, each protocol, each project, whatever you want to call it, they're going to be able to have their own token now, which will reward its participants. Also, Coinbase have added Tau to their roadmap. Okay, so in terms of projects right now in the top 50, top 100, the ones that I'm seeing making the biggest moves are probably Tau, maybe Ondo, and then maybe, the other two in this video, Kaspa and Sui. But right now it seems to be Tau. Like, they're going to be getting Coinbase. They're going to be getting this massive upgrade with dynamic Tau, which is going to massively incentivize the whole entire network. So Coinbase listing anytime now for Tau. It could be this week, next week. It's on the roadmap. So this is going to be huge. I would not be surprised if Tau can go and do another 10x from its current value, getting us to a $32 billion market cap valuation. But obviously, a lot of this depends on the overall market. How big of a bull run are we going to have? Will alt season be tampered with? Will it be, very lackluster compared to people's expectations? These are all the things determining the potential values of these coins. In a 2017 or a 2021 bull run, all three of these coins could potentially do a 7x to a 20x. Okay. Obviously, Sui, I don't see doing a 20x, but Kaspa and Tau could genuinely do a 20x if we had a bull run like those ones. But there's a good chance this bull run isn't as good as what some people expected. And for that reason, it's better to remain cautious and conservative than be a perma bull moon boy. Okay, so anywhere between, on the lower end, a kind of 6 or 7x to on the upper end, a 20x on these coins, I see being very possible this year. But let me know in the comments section down below what you think about these three. They continue to be my highest conviction plays. They continue to be my biggest holdings besides Bitcoin. And I'm really curious to see, if you guys have positions in these three as well. So thank you for watching. Check out the VIP group. Like I've said, there's a current offer available. I got Kaspa at 3 cents. I got Sui at 70 cents. And I got Tau at 198. So all of them I'm up on. And all of them, the VIPs would be up on if they were there at the time. And I'm already starting to buy some new coins. Just in the last couple weeks, I bought a few new coins. I bought a microcap gaming coin. I bought a meme coin. And I bought a blue chip AI coin as well. So if you're interested, check it out. It's in the description. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.